Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Really excited to bring you guys this beautiful 2005 Toyota Prius. It's in all the way from Rhode Island, which means it has not seen Rochester winters, and it is a lot cleaner inside, outside, and underneath to show for it, with absolutely no rust and a super clean undercarriage. It has 224,880 miles on it, and you never know by driving it. Just want to walk you guys around the vehicle because, you know, like every car that's this age, it does have some flaws, you know, cosmetic flaws. Mechanically, it's perfect. You know, and they do not show up in photos. So we'll start up front. There's a couple little chips in the paint here and a little scratch right there. The hood was absolutely horribly chipped. The hood and the tailgate on these cars are aluminum, and the hoods get chipped from pretty much those lines in the headlight there down. They get severely chipped. So we had that painted. Of course, it is the original hood. Wasn't in any accidents or anything like that. Just severely chipped. It was almost silver from these lines down because, again, the hood's aluminum and therefore much softer than steel, and the paint chips easy from stones. So that's been taken care of. It's got brand new tires on it with tons of tread. The brakes are recently new as well. They have literally 95% plus of their tread left. I'd say it was done within the last maybe 2,500 miles. This side of the car, not too much, just some light scratches here, a little door ding right here. This is the worst of it. So they brushed up against something right here, and while it didn't really disturb the paint, just some light scratches here, it put some dents in the door that you kind of almost have to see in person. Once you see the car and the sunlight's right, you'll know it's there. But what happens is there's steel tubes that make an X in the door to protect the passenger sitting there if there's an impact. And when the metal gets pushed, you could easily push it in, right? When they brush against something and it pushes against those steel tubes, it makes like an outward dent right here. I've had probably 15 Priuses we've had in the last year that have had that same dent, unfortunately. But so there's that. Not much to speak of in the back. Again, this is aluminum, this whole back tailgate, and it's very common that license plates rub up against right here. And while it can't rust because it's aluminum, if the paint chips, it can get like a powdery oxidation to it, and the paint will flake off a little bit near that. But fear not, it can't rust. All the paint could come off in like 1,000 years and it'd still be there. So little scratch right here. Let's see, this side, there's a couple light scratches throughout here. Light scratches, again, it is 18 years old with 200,000 miles on it. Little scratch right here and some light scratches here. Inside is extremely clean. It's got leather seats, no odors or anything like that. Very clean. You could tell it wasn't smoked in, probably not even eaten in. Somebody loved it enough to add heated seats, which is super cool to have, because Prius never came with heated seats until 2010. The floor mats were decently stained. I was able to get a decent amount of it out, but they're still unfortunately stained. Underneath, at some point, somebody had replaced these floor mats because they wore through the old set and into the carpet a little bit with a heel. A lot of times, like, you know, wooden heels on women's dress shoes will go through, or even men's dress shoes will go through the carpet. More high heels do that than anything. But anyways, so the mats were replaced at some point and already stained again. But again, we're talking 18 years and 200,000 miles. The passenger side here, cleaner than the driver, of course, because it sat in less. Driver's seat's perfect, and I'm going to zoom out for you here for the back seat. Extremely clean back there. The floor mats are very clean. There is that big dent in the seat, which will wear itself out over the summer. It's just because the seats were folded down for quite some time, and the seat belt was wedged between them. So that's what'll happen with that. But it will come out with time. Just going to show you guys in the back here. Nice and clean in the back. There was a tannin stain, right? So probably coffee that spilled right here. You could tell because when you try to shampoo it, it just keeps bleeding back up through. So that might actually get darker in time again, and our apologies for that, but it's better than not having this beautiful rug, because underneath it is just the, you know, the floorboard, if you will, for the cargo area. While we're back here, might as well show you underneath. This, again, being a Rhode Island car, as you can see, is way cleaner than a car like this would be with that kind of miles in Rochester. Rhode Island being so close to the ocean, they get a much milder winter, and they don't use the salt that we use. So very clean underneath. Engine's nice and clean. It's got all its proper fluids. Its maintenance is up to date. Like every Pella car, it does come with a full synthetic oil change when you buy it. So next, I'm going to show you some of the features inside. Out of 55 Prius per year that we sell, I've never seen one with a tape deck, which is kind of cool. Very, very cool. You can put a tape in here with a Bluetooth in it or a wire and plug it into your smartphone. And being it's the JBL sound system, the stereo is pretty good. You do get the occasional little buzz from this speaker, which might use to be replaced. Not bad, but it is there. It also has side curtain airbags, which protect your head against, the window in a collision. And it should have side airbags as well, but it doesn't have the tag, so not 100% sure. Fire it up here for you. Again, it has 224,880 miles on it, and it comes with the ultra rare navigation for this year. By the way, that is not a warning light. Well, excuse me, it is. It's a caution light, but all it's telling you is that the temperature it comes on at 37 degrees in all 2004 and 2005 models. They discontinued it in 2006 when they also discontinued the black or maroon painted dashboard and upper door trims. These are actually painted. You can see it's a little wore through right there. And it was available in maroon, which was super rare. They rearranged the gauges here, changed the headlights, changed the taillights. Otherwise, it's the same car, but it has that super annoying, if you live in Rochester, super annoying warning light to tell you that it's cold out, to watch how your how your driving is in the cold. So nothing wrong with the car at all there. No warning lights. Everything's good. And I did put some miles on this car myself, verifying the battery in it is good. I'm going to take you out on the road here and get up to some highway speeds. Again, it drives perfectly. Let's see, we're going about, zoom out here for you. Get up to hopefully 55 or 60. And I'm going to take my hands completely off the wheel. Acceleration, that was a little gust of wind there. Acceleration is perfectly smooth. All right, I'm going to give you guys some brakes. Whoops, straighten up the car first. There we go. Brakes, and it doesn't pull, doesn't shimmy, doesn't shake, doesn't do anything. Absolutely perfect to drive, super quiet. Every once in a while, if the wind is just right, you can hear like a slight wind noise coming from over here, which a lot of these have that. Again, it's 20 years old almost. But anyways, drives perfectly and up to date on all its maintenance with new brakes and new tires. I'm Drew. If you want to test drive this car, you are more than welcome to reach out directly at 585-771-0111. Or if you've seen enough and you want to purchase it, you can do so through the website at www.pellacars.com. Hey, thanks for your time. And if you want to be notified when we post more cars for sale, just subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. The only thing we use it for is these video test drive and walk around. So again, thanks for your time. And my name's Drew, 585-771-0111. Thanks.